me. Give me 2 seconds and it'll come right in. And we should be up and running in no time as we come in. There we go. We're live. So we're good. We're good now. So just for everybody trying to catch up to speed. And we'll give you the rundown on the whole aspect. We'll give it the once over. Okay, so boom, boom, baby. As we sing our songs and sing our praises for the whole Shiba Inu ecosystem development, as we sing our song of SHIB for the whole entire SHIB community. This is awesome. We want to make sure that everybody has a chance to take part in, of course, everything that we do here. And just give you a rundown of the home. We're going to give you the whole spectrum. We are 2 minutes away from the SHIB 50/50 worldwide launch of the raffle, and we'll give you a heads up on how it's going with the raffle draws. Just give me a second here. I got to get into my video. Well, for some silly reason, it won't let me share the link. And we are live. Whoa. New. Yeah, 10.4 trillion Shiba Inu coin on the move. And we'll get back into this to see what we can do here. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Let's do presents. Gotta share the screen, guys. Just give me a second. Hey, Jason, how's everybody? Woo! Big shout out to Jason Cox for coming. That's massive. And we're just gonna share the screen, Jason. For some reason they got cut off, but we're back. We're back and running now, so it's all good. It's all good. We had Prince on yesterday. That's my trustee, marketing director. We should be on Yellow Pages tomorrow or Friday, or I think we're on there today actually, but we're in the free zone. So if anyone is interested and wants to check us out, we can check us out there. Hold on to your Bobby stocks. We'll get right into today's session. Is it hesitating or is it Should be live. Right. So, Jason, how's everything? I hope you're okay. I know that you're on a conference call 2 days ago. We are rising up through the ranks right now in SHIB. We'll just get a breakdown. Okay, BTC 97, 98, 22, 98,284. Ethereum 3,809.32. XRP 234. Now that's down. It was sitting around 260, 270, 280, I believe it hit. Solana 227.83. BNB 729.13. Doge 42, almost 43 cents. ADA $1.16. Tron TRX 35, 33, no, 34 cents, sorry. Avalanche, anyone care about Avalanche? AVAX on your brochures, 52.11 right now. Shiba Inu, our number one, our consolidage, our spike to freedom, financial freedom, that is, our spike to financial freedom is sitting at 403181. That is extremely cheap anywhere in the world. It is still affordable to every single person on the planet. You can buy literally thousands with the Kuwaiti dollar, literally, because it's still the 5 zeros, because the Kuwaiti dollar is high. But the thing is that the population of Kuwaiti is only 4 million. Speaking of 4 million, we'll get into ton coin, TON, $6.78. Dot at 1040. It was 1132 this morning. Just so that you know, they do offer the 12.6% yield, and it's paid daily, so you can do a nice bit of staking there if you wish. WBTC wrap Bitcoin 98,000 is the same thing, 98,035. So it's exact same as Bitcoin, except Bitcoin sitting at $98,391. That is insane. That is awesome. We're getting close to that 99,000. So if we break over the 98 to 99,000, we could be seeing all-time highs in BTC, which would drive the whole cryptocurrency higher as Bitcoin lashes onto that $100,000 level, that key level, a psychological level. Okay. Chain link. LINK 2388. XLM for all those XLM lovers from Stellar, 49 cents, almost 50 cents, guys. BCH Bitcoin Cash 573.67. HBAR 30 cents. LTC Litecoin 131.21. UNI, right? UNI. Uniswap, $15.40. Near is $7.38. Pepe is number 23 on your hit list. 4 zeros, 2126. SUI, $3.68. And APT, $13.95. And ICP, number 26 in your program, $14.49. And then we have a whole bunch that follow under it. We have VET, Leo, Crow. Crow is at 20 cents. Leo's at $6.03. And for those, VET is 6 cents, almost 7 cents. So we have a little bit of a mixed bag if you looked at the trend lines. Now, our favorite, of course, is SHIB. We all love SHIB. We want everybody to understand why we love SHIB so much, and why we want to promote SHIB beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for us. Okay, so we will be 5 minutes into the raffle draw if we were hosting one, and unfortunately, we did not sell any tickets. So we have a carryover into the next day. For all those who are waiting for the raffle to take place today, I wish we could do that for you. I look forward to hosting a raffle that actually starts giving you the options of being insanely wealthy very quickly. That would be our goal. That's our number one focus point, is to make sure that we all become extremely wealthy, but we also want to grow as a community. So that's the whole purpose of the SHIB 50/50 raffle in the first place, is if we can't sell you tickets, well, then we can educate you. Right now, here, I'll share the link. Right now, we have 1,450,826. That's not people, that's wallets, okay? If you're taking part in the raffle draw, it would be, you should recommend it, not financial advice, right? But if you were to take part in the raffle, you should have two wallets. One for buying tickets and being awarded in SHIB, and the other one your holdings, because you don't want to mix the two, because you got to get carried away and start buying more tickets, not realizing that, yeah, it's okay to bet to take on, but you don't want to be buying too many tickets. Buying too many tickets means that you're actually flooding the market with your own money, and as much fun as that is, it doesn't help the community, right? You got to think of it that way. You want to take part in each of the raffles that are over £1 million. That way, there you get better chance of winning. That's all it is, right? So, not buying all the. You buy them all, you got a 100% chance of winning. But remember, half of it's going to really reducing the SHIB circulating supply. And I think a lot of organizations that we've talked to in the past don't understand that concept, because they're like, oh, you can do a money laundering. Nobody's going to money launder their money 50%. That's just silliness. Nobody in their right mind would do that. Okay, you have $100 million or $100 billion, you want to money launder it, chances are you're not going to stick it in SHIB, because SHIB's market cap is only $15 to $16 billion. $100 billion, you would need a lot more cushion, because you have no supply in like 3 days. We're done. Everybody call it quits. SHIB's at $900. And then it would just, yeah, no, it's not going to happen, guys. It just won't happen. It's just not feasible. It's just ridiculousness, right? So we got into the burns. I like to show these threads because it's very important that people understand. Jason, you know how important it is for people that you have to prove it to them, right? Beyond a shadow of a doubt. So that's why we do this. We show them, okay, we showed you the Ether scan. We showed you how many wallet holders there are. It is climbing every day. Since inception of the 50/50 raffle, hosting the 50/50 raffle, it has climbed almost 7,000 new wallet holders. Like, that's insane. 7,000. Think about that. And that's a month, right? So that's a lot, right? Is that enough to make a difference? Obviously not, unless they were buying a massive amount of SHIB. But I don't recommend that they do that. I don't recommend anyone buy that much SHIB, because you just don't need that much SHIB. And the fact is that you want to spread that wealth out. It doesn't matter. It's that risk tolerance is what it is. Like, I don't know your risk tolerance. I don't know, and it's none of my business, right? It's just not, and it's something we don't want to even speculate on, of what others could be doing, or what we could see right now. Right now, we are seeing BTC at 98,246.50. So all those BTC guys, oh, that's awesome. And we'll share the link so you can see that 98,260, 265, 280. Maybe we can get this thing going, right? While we're on here, we might be able to get that 100,000. That would be awesome. But SHIB is our baby. SHIB is like BTC, but better. And why is it better? Jason, we know why it's better, right? Because BTC is limited supply and it's gaining in it's mining. So that means that there's more Bitcoin going on the market every single second. There's more Bitcoin, but it's not in the form of a coin, because it is what? It's in the form of a fraction of a coin, and it's accumulating. And the more generators you have to guess at the complex coding, the more you can generate, depending on how many generators you have, to make multiple guesses on what is available, what isn't on the servers. So that's the mining of Bitcoin. So if you're interested in that, interested in the mining of Bitcoin, I suggest you go on. There's a few of them that are offering right now because I think that they've looked at it and said, how much money can I possibly make mining Bitcoin? And it's deteriorating. Every time we have a halving, it's half as much as it used to be. So we're half as much as we used to be back in May of this year. So all the mining company, all the miners, you're getting half as much as you used to prior to May of this year, 2024. Next year, because what happens is we have an influx, people start getting scared because there's not enough supply. So what happens is it drives up the price like we're having now. So this is that step forward where the futures are catching up to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's had its run from basically a year now, a little over a year. It's had a run. It went from 18,000 to beat its all-time high of 68,000, I think it was 69,000. And it beat that, went to 70, and then it went to 71, 72, 73, 74, dropped down, got to 75, got close. See all those bridges, right? That's where it gets close. Like, I think it's right here. It got close, 67. No. Yeah. So if we go back far enough, you can see it. How far it went to. We'll go into SHIB now. The SHIB is our baby because BTC is still finding coins out there. SHIB, on the other hand, has the opposite effect. SHIB is reducing its circulating supply, adding value to it. So, yeah. Babe's channel, big shout out. Jason Cox, thanks for coming, guys. Okay, so what do we want to talk about differently tonight? We want to do a massive shout out to everybody, and we want to do a massive shout out to the people who we always want to appreciate every single person that burns SHIB. I know it seems trivial. The reason why it is trivial is because there's so many burns going on every single day. And the fact that we want to appreciate every single one of them, because helping them understand that we appreciate them make them want to burn it even more. And that's the whole point of it, right? That's the whole driver behind it. I know they're getting paid. A lot of organizations are getting paid to reduce the circulating supply of SHIB. So it's a no-brainer for them. But there's a lot of people who don't understand what's going on. And that's what that education's part is, to drive that awareness. And how can I possibly write that off? Jason, if you were to take, you said your target price was $1.32. At $1.32, how much money did you make? Roughly, right? So if it was $1.32, you would have what, $2 million, $3 million worth of SHIB? Well, you'd have to pay taxes on that if you pulled it out and put it in cash. So you want to pay off your house, or you want to buy a house. Would you use your SHIB at that point to buy a house? And then you'd have to go through the rules and regulations to do that. So it might slow things down. So you have to do those weigh-ins, right? Because if you sell it and you use it to get fiat currency, you'll have to come up with a plan that's going to offset it from capital gains, because you want to give it back to the community because you're still holding SHIB. Make sense? So if you're still holding SHIB, you want to pay yourself. How do I pay myself? Reducing the circulating supply. So you reduce the circulating supply, whatever you had to pay to the government for capital gains, you offset that by giving back to the SHIB community. By doing that, everybody does the exact same thing because they want to build on their wealth. Everybody wants to do the exact same thing. I don't want to give it to somebody that's not going to build on my wealth. I want to make sure that I build on my own wealth. So that in order to do that, I have to reduce the circulating supply. And if everybody does that, which they will, because it will be thinking the exact same way, how do I get so that I can add to my wealth, right? Well, if I reduce the circulating supply by what I have to pay in capital gains, that's what I'm going to do so that I better my position. So that now I might have to reduce SHIB by a little bit more so that I can offset that, because I'll have to pay taxes on that because there's a bit of a gap there. Hopefully it's not $3, right? If it went from $1.23 and then you saw that everybody was starting to reduce SHIB circulating supply every second, then you might go, well, if they're reducing the circulating supply and we're getting 6-7 million new wallet holders coming in, I'm probably going to sit and wait for it to hit $2, $3, $4. That's the mentality, right? That's where it grabs you. Yeah, 10 million. Awesome. 10 million. That would be awesome, right? So yeah, so that would be substantial. That would be $200,000 to $300,000 that you would have to reduce your circulating supply, even at $1.23. That's massive. So that would be a massive burn. So you got to think like that, right? So then every single person that's in SHIB does the exact same thing. You understand where I'm going with this, right? Everybody does the exact same thing roughly around the same time period that you're doing yours. It's going to be massively burning SHIB, and it's going to happen like seconds, because how many people are in SHIB? By that time, we're hoping for 300 to 400 million people being in SHIB. They'll have maybe 2 or 3 wallets. So you can just think about how many wallets that's going to be, how much money that's going to accumulate, and how many times this is going to happen once it gets to that level. Right? It won't happen for everybody, because if you just bought in at $1, at $1.23, you're not burning anything. They're waiting for the $10, the $15 to $16, $17. I'm happy. I got my money. I'm happy. My 10 million, that's all I need. And then I'll keep some of it, because I'm not going to, that's just too much money. I don't need that much. So I'm only going to take what I need to get by for my vacations, for my rentals, for my cars, for whatever it is I want to do in life. Vacation, go take a vacation, hotels, you're going to take what you need. You're not going to take over an amount like $100,000 with you in cash. I don't care who you are. You just don't take that kind of money. One is you don't want to lose it. Two is if something happens and you have to land someplace, you need a little bit of money, but you don't want to have flash cash like that if you land in certain places like Nicaragua, because the plane had trouble, or there's a hurricane in some place in the world and it couldn't get into Mexico, so they direct you to some other country, Brazil, Colombia, right where you have to land, Mexico. If you were going to Barbados, it might be a little different depending on the plane that you're on. Everything's dependent, but you wouldn't take that kind of cash with you. So, and then you don't need to when you have SHIB, because by that time, once it hits $1, it's going to have so much adoption built into it that you're going to be able to spend your SHIB pretty much anywhere in the world that you want to. Make sense? The reason why is because of adaptability. SHIB is already recognized in the lower mainland states, so you can still use it to buy right now Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Porsches, Taylor Swift tickets, Katy Perry tickets, anywhere there's a BT Bybit machine, what is it called? Rapid machine. Anywhere that you see a Rapid machine, anywhere in Canada, US, BTC machines, there's 50,000 of them. That was announced back in 2022 when me and you got involved, Jason, or yeah, roughly around 2022, 2021, when we got involved in it. You can see the whole perspective of it, right? Like the adoption is there. And with every single purchase using SHIB, we reduce the circulating supply. So yeah, remember that, right? So that's a huge benefit to everybody. And that's the number one kicker when it comes to SHIB, is the adoption part of it that we love so much. Because if it goes to those levels, if it gets to $2 or $3, and that's what we're trying to do as the raffle draws, is to increase the amount value of SHIB on a daily basis. So we want to make sure that we get everybody's attention into SHIB, right? So that we can draw even more of a crowd and then help everybody. And by helping everybody, it helps ourselves, so we can grow, be happy, be merry, and share and like and subscribe wherever we can, and bring in more and more people from all over the world, from every walk of life. because we don't want to be discriminatory. We don't want that build on our community. We want to make sure that everybody has a great time when they come in here. We don't want to see any sad faces. And when you see a sad face, that means that they're probably not educated. And there's a lot of non-educated people, as you can probably tell, Jason, by reading and going through the rules and conditions of the raffle. You understand that we got maybe 500 or 600 people that have looked at the channel, and that another 500 or 600 people who looked at the front page, and another probably 20 to 30% of those are still uneducated. They still can't believe it. They can't put their mind around it. I know for a fact that accountants can't comprehend this concept, because the first thing they sit there and say, it's not possible. That's the first thing any accountant says, it's not possible. And the reason why they say that is because they don't understand how a currency can reduce its circulating supply constantly, right? Most currencies have to build on their debt. That's all they know. Like that's all they can comprehend. You have to build on your debt. It's not the other way around. They just don't get that concept that you can actually reduce your debt. And they said, if this was possible, how come no one else is doing it? Because everybody on the planet should be doing it. Because this would increase your wealth astronomically if anyone that in finance got a hold of it. Well, that's the thing. They haven't, because where's the price? The price is dropping. The price went from 34088. If that were so, people would have caught on to what Vlad Buterin did back in 2021 in June or May of 2021, at the end of May, where he reduced 410 trillion SHIB as a tax write-off. So that tells you right there just how important SHIB is to the world economics, because we're taking in more and more debt, but we're not paying that deficit down. It just keeps on increasing. Well, with SHIB, we have a cross. That cross is every time that it goes down, SHIB should be going up. Well, SHIB isn't going up $1 million every 7 seconds. So that tells you how far behind the loop we are. When it happens, it's going to be astronomical. So that's the only way that would happen, is if the national banks got involved. And that's when the money manipulation comes in. And that's when we want to make sure everybody gets into SHIB before that happens. Because once that happens, your $1, Jason, your $1.23 is going to happen very, very quickly. And if you blink, there'll probably be $5, $6, $8, $10 really fast, if you didn't get suckered into selling it. Because remember, they're going to try and get your money from you, right? That's their goal. They'll try and buy it for as cheap as they can. BlackRock already did it with BTC, remember? Not too long ago, just last year. They did it 3 times. And they were successful at it, because what happened? People sold off. It went to $30,000. It went from $18,000 to $30,000. The bloody SCO comes out and says, Greg Gensler comes out and says what? Yeah. Well, that's smart, Jason. What you can do is, by that time, hopefully, Jason, by that time, you can use it to buy your houses. You can use it for your vacation. So then all you got to do is bring your stick with you. So you just bring your ledger, and then everything's on there, right? So it's got your security locks on there, and you're good to go. You paid $500 or $600 for it. There's a little bit of a trust issue on which exchange you could use, but you could even go down to, don't tell anyone. Thank God we don't have that many people coming in. You could also go down to Alenda Emirates, right? Dubai. And what you could do with Dubai is take your stick, transfer it into Denali, and take out a couple $1 million and stuff in your shirt, because then you pay no taxes there, 0 taxes. Okay, so just a heads up. Shh, don't tell anyone. There's not that many people in here, thank God. Yeah, that's just one way around it. Well, there you go. If you sold today, and that's fair. And like it's only 4 zeros, right? So how much did you buy? Yeah, you. That's the thing. Like you got to look at it. And go, well, how much did I put in? What's my risk tolerance? And then how much would you tell others to put in? Right? You sit there and say, what it is crypto, so you have to keep that in mind. It is a guaranteed, yes, it is, because what's going to happen is even if everyone sold off, BlackRock, Grayscale, Merrill Lynch, Fidelity, uh, Royal Bank, Scotiabank, all of them would take a little part of the puzzle away from everybody. Now, it wouldn't happen right away, but what would majority would be BlackRock, Robinhood, which are the same, Crypto.com, Binance, OKX, HTX, Gate.io would buy it all from everybody that was selling it. If it price dropped massive. So if it started dropping, I guarantee you those are the 4-5 major brands that would be buying SHIB in a heartbeat. And then they would be incorporating that gain into reducing the SHIB circulating supply as more and more people would be buying from their platforms. Right, exactly. So if you were to start seeing that, that's when you would start your DCAing in when you got below your red line, right? So wherever your money is that's sitting, that's below the red line, that's when you start accumulating more SHIB. So, and how much do you accumulate? Only what you can afford. So if you can only afford, like you said, Jason, before, $25 a month, that's all you can afford. That's all you do, right? And you just pick your Sunday, right? Right, Jason, you pick your Sunday. Why Sundays? Sell off Sundays, my friends. Sell off Sundays. Every Sunday is a sell off, except for the last Sunday. There was actually a gain, but it wasn't much of one. So it was like a rocky road, right? It was like a rocky road. So it was up and down. Why do we love SHIB? We love SHIB because it builds on the community. And as you can see, it's growing. Hey, Jason, since you've been following me, how much is SHIB growing in the last little while? How many holders have we taken on since you've been following? That's the whole thing, right? That's what we're trying to get at is it doesn't matter about the price. It matters about the people coming in. So the more wallets that come in, the faster we're growing. No, not necessarily. It just means that we have more attention. And that's what the thing is that you have to go by what people say about it. They're happy to make money. Everybody is happy to make money, absolutely. But you will eventually, because more and more people will come in saying, hey, you might want to get into SHIB. And then they're saying to 10 people or 12 people or 14 people, you might want to get into SHIB, and be like, well, I'm not much of a salesperson. You don't have to sell money. Money sells itself. That's the whole point of greed. It just builds on it. It just builds on it. Once people find out that what they can do with it and the amount of money they're going to make off of it, it doesn't matter. You get some yo-yos that'll put $50,000-$60,000 into SHIB today. But do we say that? No, we don't. And you got that kind of money. Why do you need that money? That's a lot of money, and your out is faster. Yeah, your out is faster, but it's not something we promote. We promote $25, $35, $50, $60, 1 million SHIB. That's it. You only need 1 million SHIB. Now, it needs to get to $2 before you make $2 million. And if you have to pay half of it to the government, like you do in India and Canada, you have to pay half of it to the government. That means you're only left with 1 million after you pay your taxes. Or you can reduce the circulating supply, but you only reduce a certain portion of it because you don't need the 1 million out. Because once you get the 1 million out, you're done with SHIB. The amount that you're going to be able to buy back in might be a lot different than when you it's like Bitcoin. When Bitcoin hit $1, how long was it at $1 for? Very short period of time. But everybody kept telling you it will never go to $5. It'll never get to $100. It won't get to $200. It won't even get to 100. It's not even going to get to 200. Like, don't be so ridiculous. But what happened with it? It got confiscated by the U.S. government, and then they sold it back to everybody for a lot more than what they paid for it before. Just saying. It sounds like what was that? That breast movie. What was that with David Schwimmer? Where they were competing with each other for breast augmentation. You know the movie. Yeah, so it's like that, right? Nobody wants it at first, and then everybody, hey, I want it. I want to get this done. And then you have multiple orders. That's exactly what happens. So it's exact same idea. It takes a while. Yes, we can build on it. Absolutely. You just got to educate people. So the faster we can get them educated, the better off they are. But the thing is that you talk to the influencers, you get it never happened. 1 cent dream will never happen. The 2 cent dream, forget it. It won't even get to 1 cent. It'll get to 3 zeros, blah, blah, blah. I know that's how you know they don't know. That's how you know they don't know. When you see SHIB's price sitting at this value, you know they don't know. You know they don't know. And it's embarrassing, but it's true. They don't know. If it went to 3,800 right now, it would be like, oh, somebody knows. No, they don't know. No, they don't know. It's just a whale buying it, and he knows, or he might know, or someone told him you might want to get in. You don't know, right? That's the thing. So how many people are educated? Not enough. We need every one of the holders to be educated. And unfortunately, most of them won't be. And then they say it will never happen because in their experience, we have too much supply. Well, that's true, but we don't have enough supply for everyone on the planet. That's also true. We also don't have enough for all the exchanges to buy 20 trillion SHIB. That's also true. So which is it? Okay, and people misconstrue this. SHIB isn't about whether or not you make a move today or a move tomorrow. It's all about what you are willing to do to get there. That's the number one game. So the more we tell, the more people, and trust me, when you talk to people, and they go, "How's my $30 going to become $3 million? How is my $20 going to become?" Well, your $20 right now doesn't mean anything right now. It does because you're able to buy. How much are you able to buy with that? Almost 600,000 SHIB. That's awesome, but your fees will probably hurt you if you only buy 600,000. Right? You're looking at, okay, you only want to spend $20, but you're going to spend $5 or $6 in fees. It's $25 to $30 just in fees. Like between that, like $5 or $6 just for the fees, and then on top of that, you have to pay the $20. You're looking at less than $1 million SHIB. Why not set yourself up for the $30, which is about 5 or 6 lottery tickets? Exactly. So what are you wasting? If you were to lose your lottery ticket, you lost your money that you've invested in that lottery. Now, if you didn't win a thing in that lottery, do you complain to anybody when you lost that money in the lottery? No, that money is gone. Okay, so that's your risk tolerance, is a lottery ticket, right? So if it's 5 or 6 lottery tickets to get you 1 million SHIB, SHIB gets to $1, you have $1 million. But you have to look outside the box and find out how many people are coming in and what's going on. Jason will have lots of money. He's only up $200 right now, which is awesome. That's awesome. Don't knock it because I say this before. We have no idea. We don't have a crystal ball. We don't know when the banks are going to find out about it. Eventually, they will, and they will manipulate the piss out of it, and they'll try and drive the price down because they want to buy it all for nothing. That is true. If they get in right now, let's say if they were to find out about it tomorrow or within 5 or 6 hours right now, they would have to go out and buy an exchange or get a hold of an exchange that they could use and manipulate. Then they would be going in and spending probably close to $500 million each time that they buy. So it would be once this week, once next week, once the week after. You understand what's going on? You start to see what's going on. And then once they've accumulated enough SHIB, they put a ceiling in because they would hold more than 51 to 53% of the complete supply of SHIB. Once they do that, then they can manipulate it and drive it down, because they'll put a ceiling in it, and it won't. There's no amount of money that's going to drive it up past that ceiling. No amount of money. So everybody can come in and try and buy it. It's just not going above that ceiling, because they own 53% of the supply. Right now, 53% of the supply is in the top 50 wallet holders. Top 50 wallet holders, 53% of the supply. Unfortunately, not one organization owns it. That's a positive thing for us, because that means that no one entity right now can buy it unless they pay whatever it is they want. So if it's the US government, or if it's Japan, or if it's China. And by the way, China just Alibaba, Jason, Babes, just laid off 20,000 people today. The economy is not good, they said. The economy is not good. So that is another form of what you're seeing in the marketplaces. And SHIB should be going through the roof right now. That's how you know they're not educated. And that's how you know it's not going to pop anytime soon, because if you have that many people uneducated in SHIB, that means that there's a lot of traders, and they're just itching to get in and get out. Get in and get out. So I like to call them just unexpected influentials. Hey, Rowena, thanks for coming. Woo! Big shout out to every single person, right? Big shout out to Jason. Thank you so much for sharing. That is awesome. Don't forget to hit your like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. Make sure you tell everybody about the channel. We're doing what we can. Woo! Big shout out. Love everybody. Too bad Prince couldn't be in tonight. I was looking for Gabriel. I couldn't find him. We have a few people, Jason, that come in, and I told them that in order for you guys to take part in the events for the raffle, everybody needs to come in. The $50 an hour comes in once we sell enough tickets to host a raffle over 300,000 tickets sold. So just keep that in mind, because me and Prince would look after the first 300,000. After that, we would have to hire somebody to help us out. So if we sold 1 billion tickets, gives you an idea of how many people we'd have to hire, right? That kind of thing, like 20 times, 30 times, 40 times what we normally have right now, just to host the raffle. So it would be able to, majority of it be done today and probably get carried over for the next day. Only because I have to hire, and then they have to fill out forms, and then I have to go through each of the spreadsheets with everybody. So then I'd be sending spreadsheets to people. Like it'd be after 300,000 would get 300,000. After the first 300,000, you guys are going to start getting spreadsheets, like 5 or 6, about 100,000 people, between about 100,000 that have to go through each one, right? So, and some of those, again, ticket sales are based on half a pound. So like there could be a lot of people that you might get on there, and it might only be like 20 or 30 people because he bought so many bloody tickets, right? So keep that in mind too. I'm hoping that we don't have that problem. I'm hoping that there's enough spread that people are smart, that after the first 4 million tickets are sold, that they'd put their name in for the next draw. So it would be, they'd buy the next bunch of tickets, and then another 4.1 million tickets sold again, they would have another, they put their name in for that draw. They wouldn't just put it in for one draw. That would make zero sense, but hey, that's what it is. We can tell them to gamble responsibly, but the truth of the matter is it's all on them whether or not they gamble responsible or not. There's no refunds. So once the money is changed hands, once we get the ticket numbers and they get issued, there's no refunds. So when they purchase, as soon as they purchase, there's no refunds on any tickets. And that goes with any ticket that you buy at a lottery. It's the exact same thing. So if you're passing on the information to somebody, remember that the raffle, the 50-50 raffle, is just to gain people's attention. The actual truth of the matter is we're trying to educate everybody. And that's our number one goal, is to educate everybody. We'll see where BTC's at right now? Where is BTC? We'll check it out. Okay, so there's the website. We'll share the link here. We'll go from the top. We'll give her a rundown. BTC $98,112. ETH Ethereum 3,778.43. XRP $2.19. Solana $2.223.60. What do you mean $23? Yeah, no. $223.58. BNB Binance Coin $696.50. Doge 41 cents. Woo! You are my blah blah blah. ADA Cardano $1.12, close to $1.13. Tron TRX 32 cents. Avalanche AVAX 49.91. SHIB number 12 on the hit list 0403019. When we were talking earlier, Jason, we were talking at 31. Now it's 30. So it's gone down. Ton coin $6.58. WBTC wrap Bitcoin 97,824. It's almost the exact same thing as Bitcoin. So just to wrap your head around that one. Chainlink 2320. XLM 47 cents. BCH Bitcoin Cash 555, not 99. 556.20 right now. HBAR or HBAR 29 cents, close to 29 cents. LTCH Litecoin $126.07. Uniswap number 21 $14.89. NEAR Near Protocol $7.10. Pepe 402044. SUI Siri Crypto $3.74.75. APT 1319. ICP number 26 Internet Computing $13.97. VET number 27 7 cents. And Leo number 28 $6.03. Woo! Big shout out to everybody. Big shout out to the entire world. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm Will, your host. Thanks for coming. Love yous all. Take good care. Make sure you tip your waiter, hostess, and have a great time. Anyway, peace. Love yous all. God bless each and every one of you. Wish you all the very best and have a great and wonderful evening. Cheers, my friends. Peace out. Love yous all. Big round of applause for Jason. Woo! Babes channel. Woo! Rowena. Woo! Wena. Thank you. You know what time it is. It's time for another edition of That's Your Life. Anyway, we'll be here tomorrow. Make sure you tune in at 5:30. Have a great and wonderful evening. Hopefully we sell some tickets. We can get this raffle kicking, and then we can really see some positivity coming into SHIB. And we'll see those numbers, Jason, escalate massively. And that's what we want. We want to make sure that everybody has a chance to make a lot of money. And where would you want to be? You want to be here in SHIB, dancing and screaming and yelling and doing your little danceroo out the door, making lots of money. And that's what we want to see. We want to see everybody happy, having a great time, and enjoying the whole journey all together. Thank you so much, everybody. Cheers. Love yous all.